Hey, welcome back. It's Garbage here with another Alliance War video. Second one that I've done. We're going to change things up a little bit. I'm going to try to go through my fights, what my strategy is as a whole, and then kind of before the fight, just kind of talk about what I'm trying to do, best way to take the fight. So we're just getting set up here to choose our team. So it looks like we're going Ghost, Wasp, and Herc. Ghost used to be one of my favorite characters, and now Hercules has kind of taken over that. So it's nice that I can fit them both on a team. Two of my favorite characters to play, just loads of fun. So we're taking Path 9 in both tiers once again, so you can see our Path 9 defenders. Then we got Doom on Power Snack, Domino Mixmaster, which I have not taken in a while, so we're going to see what happens with that. Thing on Encroaching Stun, Professor X on Stun Reflect, as well as Captain Marvel Movie, America Chavez, which I have never fought in war before, so that'll be interesting. Also haven't fought her in a while. Then we have Mole Man, which I'm not sure that I think that's a great placement. And then Havoc and Korg, and then a Mags boss. So we're going to be taking all these fights with either Ghost or Hercules. And since they both work absolutely great with suicides, we're going to be running them the whole war. Didn't catch the name of who we're playing, but I can say that at the end. So now we got some energy from someone that moved up already. So we are going to be moving to Path 9. So here we have Namor on Hazardous Shift. The only thing that we want to worry about is if Namor is attacking into us, then he'll reflect some of the damage back. So the only thing is that with Ghost, we want to make sure we're not intercepting him because the game counts that as him attacking us. So our first hit will be, we'll get the damage, some of the damage reflected back to us. Didn't check if this is a Sig 200, so I'm not sure how much would be reflected to us. So yeah, that's the only thing with this fight. We just want to attack into him. And you'll see that I was a little bit too careful to not intercept him, and here I get clipped. Just a little too late after that first dash in, but it's not too bad. He throws a special. I want to get some of that adrenaline healing back, but we get it back here with the special too, which will finish him off. So just a sloppy fight by me. I know what I was trying to do, but just didn't execute it quite well enough on one of my intercepts. So here we have a Mr. Fantastic, which based on the amount of debuffs you have on you will have a chance to evade. The more debuffs you have, the higher the chance he has to evade. And he also places weakness on you if you throw a special. If you throw the same special twice in a row, he'll place a weakness on that special for, I believe, 5 attacks. So we really don't want to throw really any specials at all, but definitely not 2 specials in a row. So I'm just going to be attacking as much as I can, get as many debuffs on me, and then phase them, which will give me Furies. So while I have no debuffs on me, because she purifies them immediately, he'll have no chance to evade me. So Ghost is just great for this. You just got to play slow. I think you shouldn't throw any specials. There's no need to, because of just how high her damage output is. So yeah, Ghost takes that fight down fine. All right, here we have a Black Widow Deadly Origin on the mini node. Now with characters that have double mediums for the first attack, it's annoying, but it's not too bad if you remember that going into the fight. What I did forget is that when you cause Black Widow Deadly Origin to miss, she puts that sabotage debuff on you, and yeah, that's what happened there. Completely forgot, even though I have a rank 3 Deadly Origin, so I knew that going in. But you just want to make sure that you make her dashing with a medium, and so you can expect the double hit medium, and then a counterattack right after that. So that's path 9 down, not done perfectly, but you know, I'm happy that's only one potion that I need for there. So here we're gonna pop a tech booster. We are just trying to get this fight done as fast as we can. Running suicides, power back boosters. Hopefully chain a couple special twos and the fight will be over. So yeah, it looks like we're popping a regeneration boost, so hopefully get 15% of our health back on this fight. I really, looking back, probably should have just done a power bar 1 boost so that I can get to my special 2 quicker, but not a big deal. You can see here everything lines up really badly for me because he gains from power snack, and I push him over 50%, so he gets, I forget what the note is called, but he gets a burst of power after 50%. So he almost got to 3 bars of power. And you can see how much block damage I took from that special too. Probably should have just tried to dex the whole thing, because even if I missed that last part, I could have phased the incinerate debuffs, but it's all good. I'm just going to finish him off with a special 1. You know, not too bad. Definitely not the cleanest fight, but clean enough that I'm happy with it. Now here we have Domino. And Mixmaster Domino. Last time I faced her with Ghost, pretty sure I ended up dying too. So we're just trying to be careful. So here, her ability accuracy reduction that she puts on everyone makes it so that we can't rely on Ghost to make our special 2 unblockable, because if she makes our phase fail, then we won't be unblockable. So it's going to be just like without having Ghost. We're just going to have to bait a heavy and then try to go into a special 2. Hopefully can chain a couple special 2s, but you can see that's just not the case here. Domino is just such a annoying defender to fight pretty much wherever she's placed. So right here we're at a special 2 trying to bait out that heavy, and she's gonna do a heavy. So we dash back, of course, critical failure causes our phase to miss. Super annoying. She probably would have been done if that would have worked out in my favor, but it didn't. And you can just count the amount of times. Okay, I guess not here yet. So we're backed in the corner. We're trying to get her to throw a heavy. That is 4 in a row, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 single hits before she throws a heavy. And yeah, it crits. And we go down. Man, I really hate Domino. Definitely it was on my fault. And you can see when I finish her up with Ghost here, that once I got into the corner, I probably should have just medium light a couple times into a special 3. Got some room. There's the stupid timeout thing. So here we go again. But yeah, I should have just medium light, threw a special 3, got some space, and just slowed down the fight a little bit. So yeah, that's what I would have done differently. This made my Thanksgiving Day so much more disappointing, knowing that I had taken a death to Domino there. So we're just trying to reset, forget about that one. We have a thing on encroaching stun. Hercules is good for pretty much anyone on encroaching stun. What I like to do is throw some heavies to gain strengths. If you have any strengths at all, you are able to not be stunned. So basically, if you start the fight with 2 or 3 strengths, you are pretty much safe for the whole fight unless it goes very long. So you'll see I tried to light into a heavy, which I didn't need to do. I just had the spacing off. Any hit of the heavy that you throw while he's not stunned will give you 1 strength per hit. So you can see me try to time it right as the stun goes out to get 2 instead of 1. So that's why you see me doing late heavies. So yeah, just trying to manage his rock stacks. We don't have to worry about the encroaching stun at all here. We have plenty of strength to last us the fight. So we're just trying to manage his rock stacks. Here we throw special 3, which should take him down pretty far. And yeah, Hercules is just so safe for this fight. I love using him for all these paths, both tier 1, well, not so much tier 1, but tier 2, with just all the stun reflex. He's really, really good for. You can see I had a data connection error, so that whole fight counted as a KO, which I haven't had a data connection problem in probably 3 or 4 seasons. So that just added on to the domino fight. So I have to heal up and go into this fight all over again. So here we actually have a cleaner fight this time since I got my spacing down better. But yeah, we're just trying to do the same thing. Manage his rock stacks. Keep it at 15 when he throws a special, then it'll go down to 0. Have plenty of strength to last the fight at this point. And yeah, just exactly the same as the last fight that we're just doing over again. You see the heavy to knock him to 15. Bait the special 1. Probably going into a special 3 to finish him off here. Yeah, I cannot just cannot compliment Herc enough for especially this node. He's just so good, so safe. Basically completely shuts off the node, so you're just playing the character straight up. Alright, moving on to Professor X on Stun Reflect. This, basically just don't want to stun him, but with Hercules it's just an added safety because usually I use him before this fight anyway, so I have, well, you see only 1. I have 1 strength from the fight before. So, but usually it's more than that. But just extremely safe. Just gotta play the defender straight up, basically. Don't stun him, because with one eye open, any damage that you deal while he's stunned is reflected back at you. So we're just trying to get some strengths up with intercepting a little bit and giving him space for specials when he wants to throw it. And you can see that fight just went by so fast. Herc's a beast. Went through that fight really fast, which is what you want, where you want short, clean fight, fast fights. So here we got Captain Marvel movie. This one doesn't have one-eyed open, so when the reflect timer goes down, you can parry and hit into them. But you'll see that this fight also goes pretty fast, so that's pretty much a non-issue. Ran out of our boost, so here we're gonna boost up a little bit because we'll be taking America Chavez in a couple minutes with the mini. So we're just baiting out heavies. You can see some nice intercepts. Just trying to bait out heavies and punish. Clean SB1 evade. And yeah, intercepting, punishing when we can. Bait out another heavy. Trade into an SB2 to finish her off. the more strength Herc gets, the stronger he becomes. And yeah, he's just so dang good. Also going to be taking this Chavez with Hercules. Now, I've never faced Chavez in war before, so it's also been a while since I faced her, period. But this node has where the opponent gains power when they hit your block, and also they go indestructible when you get to your SP2. So we're going to try to throw SP1s just to avoid that indestructibility. Nice little counter with our heavy. And you'll see here when she throws her SP1 that I outrange it, but I forget that I actually have to dex it at the right time. So that's just me forgetting exactly what her SP1 did. So that's definitely on me. Another sloppy error, but Hercules takes her down. Just another potion or two to gain that health back. Not a big deal. Now we're ready for Boss Island. Gonna move up. We have a Mole Man on the 1% cap. So originally I was thinking Ghost, since she can have easy intercepts on Mole Man. But the more I thought about it, with Herc having the extra burst damage, I thought he'd probably be best. So that's what we're gonna do, and use Ghost for the other two fights before the Mags boss. So just popping some boosts here. Running suicides this whole war, so definitely probably be hitting the 1% cap every time we hit him. And with the burst damage, that'll give us an extra %. A little bit more than that, actually. So we just want to make sure we don't hit on his block while he has charges, or else he'll go unstoppable, and then he can counterattack us and potentially wreck us. And he gets those charges from purifying debuffs, so we don't really want to stun him, because then he'll get a charge and he can go unstoppable when we go into his block. Here I go into his block, but he has no charges, so he can't go unstoppable. In this moment in time, I did forget that he gets charges from throwing an SP1. So here I go into him, but luckily he throws his SP1 and I'm able to get out in time. And I will not be hitting into his block the rest of this fight. So here we're just baiting out specials, dodging them, and then attacking into him. So you'll see me just try to bait out his specials, hit into him, get him above a bar, and then just keep baiting out specials. Not trying to lose any more health than I have to here, knowing that I'll be taking the Mags boss with Hercules. So here we're going to throw the special 3 just to give him power, so that he can throw more specials without us having to work too much with him. Hit him against the wall. Here he throws a nice special 1 for us right away. Just going to punch into him, bait out another special 1. Now I'm just going to be dancing around for a bit, trying to get him to throw a heavy without letting him hit into my block too much, just trying to save some health here. And you'll realize I go in there, and that was something I didn't intend to do, so I don't know if it was like an input issue or what was going on, but luckily he wasn't blocking, and luckily it was an intercept. But that's why, yeah, able to finish the fight there because of it. So it all worked out in the end really nicely. So we're happy with that. All right, here we have Havoc on Polka Dot Power and Stun Reflect. So we absolutely do not want to parry Havoc at all. We're running boosters, so we're trying to, you can see me slap on a power start boost, so we're going to going to try to get to a special 2, fire it off, hopefully get enough power for another special 2. We do not want him to get plasma on us so that we detonate multiple times, because that could probably kill us. So we're just trying to get this fight over as fast as we possibly can. So you can see we're almost up to another special 2, but you can see my plasma at 7 right here. And once it gets to 10, it'll detonate, which you can see here it does for about, not half my health, but, pretty close. So we almost got out of that fight with not taking a detonation, but we took one, which is to be expected. And now we have Korg on brute force and limber, but we're not going to be parrying like at all, so that's fine. We won't really be using, limber won't really be going down for us much because we won't be parrying. Ghost is really good for Korg pretty much anywhere on the map. I think the one place where I wouldn't really take Korg is on Mixmaster. I would use other attackers just because of how that's set up. But phase, light, get his rock stack down, and then you can do major damage. See, we're up to a special 2 again. Really couldn't tell you what happened there, but luckily it didn't parry, because then he could have just freely hit into me. But yeah, once his rock stacks are up, my mediums and specials, he'll reflect the damage. So we're just trying to gain some space here. Special 2 does a lot more damage than the special 3, but we're just trying to gain space. Work our way back to a special 2. Trying to bait out this special 2 without dexing too many times for the crowd excitement, so he can't go unblockable and unstoppable. And working our way back to a special 2. Get that rock stack down, fire the special 2, and he is done. So thankfully, we didn't die, but we were at low health, but it's fine because that's the last fight we need Ghost for. Just able to maintain our focus there and not freak out too much. Here we have a Mags boss, just waiting for the rest of this stuff to come down, because we don't want to be dealing with all those extra nodes on Mags. So after all that's taken care of, this is the last thing that needs to go. So we're going to go heal up Hercules, put on a couple boosts and an invulnerability boost, and see if we can get the one-shot on him. Goal here is to build our strengths up to 12. It's at 7 right now, so we're going to look to intercept him and just dash in, dash back, intercept multiple times until he gets to a bar of power, and then at that point we won't be able to safely do our step back intercepting, have to bait that out. But by then we should have our strengths pretty close to 12 at max with suicides, and at that point he'll be doing some major damage. So there's our clean intercept, step back, step back. I step back one too many times, and he does a little stutter and then comes in at me, which is just the boss's AI. They're meant to be more smarter, so shouldn't have gone for that last one, but you'll see here what I do with the special one. I'll bait it out. Here we have just my phone battery being so sucky. So for a special one, we step back light to step towards him, and then dex the projectile. That usually will get you close enough to counterattack. Otherwise, you're usually too far away to come in, and it's dangerous to come in. He'll probably intercept you if you do try. So here this special 3 does really good damage. So at this point, we're looking really, really good. Hard to lose this fight. You'll see I missed the dex a little bit. But it's not a big deal. He is almost down. And there we get the dex. We were able to stay close enough to him that we could come in right afterwards, throw a special one, and it's over. I think I have yet to KO with Hercules in the last 2 seasons I've been running him, mostly every war. So that's just a huge accomplishment. I feel really comfortable with him and confident. So there's the one shot. At this point in the war, we were up 24-21, but we still need to clear 5 defenders. So it wasn't over at this point. We could still lose this. So we were kind of on the edge of our seats. So here's the final score. We did manage to beat Warlords 24-21. We were able to clear the last 5 defenders without KOing. So that's a big 7-0 start to the season. We're through the midway point and looking to just keep winning out here. We've definitely had some wars where we haven't played up to our potential, but thankfully the alliances we were facing weren't really on the top of their games either, and we were able to clutch a couple wars that we might not have won otherwise. So a really good start to the season. Hopefully we can keep this streak going. Again, any critiques or anything that I can improve on in my videos, I am very welcome to those kind of comments. Hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.